Hi, grands and greats. Come in out of the cold. How about having a tea party with Gigi? You can sit on these stools and listen to one of Gigi's stories. Are you ready? You ready to go? Okay. This story is called When Elephants Snore. The gong from the Kyoto temple summoned the band of ninjas. All stood at attention, with tips of their samurai swords raised to form an arched pathway for their venerable leader, Tomisaka Hiro. They followed him in strict military order and took their assigned places on the prayer mats inside. All hushed as Tomisaka Hiro rose to declare their orders for the day. "Today," he said in his booming voice, so the old deaf ninja in the back row could hear, "Today, whoever you help will help you." So the troops chorused in relief, as this had not always been their fortune. "Take love, joy, and peace to everyone you meet, so they are glad to have you, even when you go home tired out tonight." The troops bowed their assent respectfully, each vowing within how to make his loved ones happier. "Now," he continued, "we repeat our pledge." Each stood up, raised his right hand, touched his sword with his left, and sang boldly, "Wherever I am, anyone in need has a friend, 'cause I'm a ninja, oh yeah, oh yeah. Wherever I am, anyone in need has a friend, 'cause I'm a ninja, oh yeah, oh yeah. Wherever I am, anyone in need has a friend, 'cause I'm a ninja, oh yeah, oh yeah. I'm a ninja, I'm a ninja, oh yeah, yeah, yeah." The pigeons in the rafters wiggled their tails to the beat and cooed their blessings on the warriors, one who bowed to one another and opened ranks to let Tomisaka Hiro lead them out to another day of ventures and victories. As usual, his guardian angel, Anna Sokamura, clung to his shoulder as she always did. She wouldn't miss a day of his exciting life for anything. And who knew if her whispers might help him out of another mishap? It was a Japan-perfect day as they walked along the warm, sandy beach. The balmy scent of the sea filled every nostril with peace and harmony. Angel Anna Sokamura saw an imaginary animal in every fluffy cloud, but she soon nodded off from the mesmerizing rhythm of the men marching in time to the waves splashing on the shore next to them. Suddenly, Tomisaka Hiro stopped abruptly and nearly shook her off. "Sutopo!" he yelled at the troops, and their swords clanked in unison as the men halted on command. Tomisaka Hiro heard a roar and a sigh, and a roar and a sigh that resounded louder than the noise of the waves. Soon they all heard it, and concern gripped the army. "Oh, what's that?" they muttered. "What has Tomisaka Hiro led us into this time?" But he was their leader, and usually led them out of any trouble he led them into. It was time for Angel Anna Sokamura to whisper in Tomisaka Hiro's ear, "Be brave, great leader." Tomisaka Hiro gulped and hesitated for just one imperceptible instant before motioning to his troops to follow him. The noise grew more deafening the nearer they marched. Soon they saw what looked like an enormous gray rock in the middle of the path. When the gigantic rock moved a little, like when it breathed in and out, and in and out, they realized it was an enormous blob of gray, moving flesh. They had never seen anything in their lives like that big or sounded that deafening. And were tempted to run away until Angel Anna Sakamura whispered again, "Great leader, it's only a little bigger than a whale, and you swim with them." So Tomisaka Hiro took a deep breath and summoned his men to follow him silently around the immense beast. They found what looked like a broom at one end and a long tunnel hanging between his eyes at the other. When it blew out air that smelled like rotten grass, Angel Anna Sakamura was blown off of Tomisaka Hiro onto the thick, hard, scaly skin of the beast. The tickle made him wiggle, so the ground shook a bit, and the men looked at one another in dismay, all except Tomisaka Hiro, of course. When the creature breathed in with his mighty roar again, the men were afraid they might be sucked into its long tunnel. Angel Anna Sakamura realized he was just snoring and stifled a giggle before flying up to whisper into his ear, "Oh, great beast, you are lying in the path of the ninja troops. Please wake up and move before they harm you." The animal opened one eye and saw the friendly angel, and then the swords pointed at him. He shook his head to wake up, and the ground moved again, but even more so when he lifted himself up slowly to his full height. The ninjas, to a man, had their swords ready to attack, until Angel Anna Sakamura whispered in Tomisaka Hiro's ear again, "Great leader, you told us this morning to carry love, joy, and peace to everyone we meet. So?" He thought about this for a moment, but knew his first job was to protect his faithful men. So he looked way up into the beast's eyes and asked, kind of bravely, Who are you? What are you?" "I was on a circus boat that sunk in a big storm. Everyone else is gone. Where am I? Lost. Help me, please." After looking around at the swords pointing at him, he added cautiously, "Oh, I won't hurt you if you don't hurt me." And tears began to stick to his long, stiff eyelashes. "Men," Tomisaka Hiro called, "put down your swords. This is not an enemy. This is a lost friend who needs us." The men put their swords in their scabbards suspiciously, but dutifully, as their mighty leader had just commanded it. Just then, buckets of rain and spray from the ocean started to soak them all. The ocean's roar became louder than the snoring elephant's was. The ground shook violently and trees started to topple. Waves were growing huger and huger. Zoe's keen water smeller knew there was too much of a water smell around them. Sensing the danger of a humongous storm, he swooped up Tomisaka Hiro and Anna Sakamura with his hefty trunk and set them decisively on his back. As he started to run up the steep foothills, he glanced back at the men and bellowed, "Follow me! I'm taking you to higher ground!" The men broke ranks and clambered up the safe embankments just before the tsunami hit full force. And that's the end. So, will you tell your friends to watch Gigi's Grand and Great Tales? I hope you'll have